Hello to all my amazing viewers and subscribers. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that from the week of June 19th through the 24th, I will not be conducting any private readings as I will be on vacation. And I will be answering emails, but please be patient as, I need my time to detox and enjoy myself as well. Also, some of you may have seen in my previous PSA video that I was not going to be around for the channel or private readings from like the beginning of July to the middle of August. That has since changed due to some choices I've made in my life and, listening to spirit and having faith. I'm going to be, around to help you guys. Yeah, Gemini season's all about making decisions and having a lot of choices. And I think you guys have seen that in the general readings. There's been a lot of choices that we all have been able to make, and a lot of them are great to choose from. But some limit our freedoms more than others. So I had to make that decision for myself as well. So I will be around, okay? So that means that Cancer season and Leo season get their readings, and that's very exciting. Again, guys, if you have any questions about my services, please email me before you book if you're confused. As well as if you want to add astrology to your soul reading, okay? Do not hit the book button because that pays for $40 instead of the $45. Like it says in the instructions, please contact me directly and I will send you a PayPal link for the appropriate amount. Thank you again to all of my clients and all of you guys for viewing. Like, this happened to seemingly happen overnight, and it's been extremely humbling to be able to deliver these messages to you guys and get the feedback that I've been getting. Like, it's an honor. I need you to know that I do this because this is just my truth. I do it because it's my truth. And the fact that in turn, it's so openly accepted, and then, I get to support my life and support the way that I deliver my truth, through this is just magnificent. So thank you all for being here. And now it's time for your reading. Cancer, in a lot of ways, I'm feeling very full, like for better or for worse. Because I also got the word expel. So I think some of you are so full, like you need to like let it out, okay? Whether it be emotions or words or telling somebody you love them, telling somebody you hate them, whatever. Also, I'm feeling like in a very positive way, you're full, like you're filling up your cup. Whether it's because you're in a new relationship or you finally turned into self-love, I'm feeling the need to fill up and expel. Like, so some of you might have to do both. Some of you might have to expel so that you can fill. To be honest, I got the message expel and then feeling full. Kind of like a cleansing, right? Kind of like a cleansing. What'd I say about expelling? Some of you are separating yourself from making an effort with somebody. Or somebody has separated and stopped making an effort for you. Okay? That's twofold. And for those of you that resonate with this message, like, you're broken up, you're done. You know what I mean? Like, one of you was making an effort, but the other one was not, okay? It's just, that's what it is. Like, and I think that more resonates for people that first have to expel, right? Get rid of, flush out. And then they can have, put the effort towards building something that is new and something that it will fill them up. Cancer, I'm feeling a level of nervousness. I don't know if it's like excited kind of nervous or like anxiousness. Potentially, I'm feeling like I'm sensing a lot of pressure. Yep. I think you're this King of Wands, Cancer. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to get it together. Like, money ain't right, therefore love ain't right. And you know that the man or woman you want requires you to be independent and confident and good on your own. They can't be this for you. They need you to be this for yourself. and you're kind of juggling things. And I think that you're realizing, Cancer, that there's stuff that has to be done and handled before you can make this next step in your love life, whatever that next step is. And I think that you're a little bit discouraged or saddened by having to make that effort, right? You're like, wait, but I just want to have fun. Why do I have to grow? I think you're kind of pissed that you have to like grow up to get this love. That's what I'm feeling. For some of you, to level up, and to get more and advance your love life. I think you're realizing that things can't stay the same on some level. For some of you, Spirit is trying to bring you new love, trying to bring you a new love opportunity, and you're saying, no, that's not for me. I like how these cups fall. I don't want your cup. Some of you have your heart closed off to love. And then some of you have everything that you could ever want right in front of you, but you're still mad about it. You still want more. You're still complaining about it. Okay? But only you can seize this power and make it happen. And what the magician knows is that his inner world reflects his outer world. So he doesn't complain about what shows up because he knows that he has to make it happen. All right? The magician of everything makes it happen. He has all the tools at his disposal. He has spirit on his side, and he knows that he can make it happen. I'm pretty sure his belt is a serpent, or was at some point a snake. All right, so that's the idea of being able to transform and twist and mold into whatever you need to be to get it done. All right, I gotta get this out because I'm over here laughing to myself, and yeah. So some of you, this is like a small section of you. Some of you are in a third-party situation, or were in a third-party situation, particularly if you have a strong earth energy in your chart, and or one of the women or men that you are juggling has strong earth energy in your chart. Okay? And if you have been, and you don't even have to have like had a sexual relationship with the other person. Like, let's say you're in a relationship, right, with a person that you care about and you're faithful to, but there's this earth person, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, that you like, you know what I mean, that you love. Cancer's so deep, that you love, that you haven't cheated on your current partner with, the person that you're with, but however, there's this like emotional cheating, you know what I mean, like that you've really like kept them in your heart for a long time, and that in turn has had you kind of like trying to build something for 3 people, and that ain't right. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to build something, yeah, look, ain't nothing good about that. And that's not because either person are bad or you're bad. It's just that like there's 3 people in this card too. That's karmic bondage. Like when you create those kind of bonds with people, like in some regard, you're asking for it, because how can you start or continue a positive, healthy relationship if in your heart you are seeking another or desiring another? That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. And it's time for you to get realistic, Cancer. If you are dating, Cancer, if you're dating people or you're in a committed relationship and you still have feelings for another person, that's not your current partner's fault. That's not the other person's fault. That's your problem, and you need to deal with it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, what's up, guys? So I do past, present, and future for love. So overall, Cancer, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we have the King of Pentacles. So overall, I think, again, we're talking about freeing yourself even from that third-party situation, like even if it's a mental block, because this is a lot like the Eight of Swords, which you didn't get here, but this unicorn is trapped in a cage, you know, in a carousel. I almost said carousel. Fenced in, right? But she could easily jump over the fence. You know, she could easily do that. She has all the ability in the world, but she's not, you know, so you need to take back control. Nobody runs your life but you, Cancer. That means everything that happens in your life, you are not a victim to it. You have somehow fed into that scenario. And with the King of Pentacles, the overall energy, first of all, like I said, if you're dealing with an earth sign or you have strong earth in your chart, you know, this is about them or relating to you because of that reason. But other than that, if this is an energy, I'm feeling like you've been kind of stubborn. And I'm feeling traditional. You've been stubborn and traditional. And yeah, you've made your money. And yeah, you know what I mean? You're doing what men do, or you're doing what women do at 30, at 50, or whatever. But is it helping you or is it binding you? That's the question. Because yes, this king has everything that he wants. Okay? He has the whole kingdom. He's got the endless grapes and the money and whatever. But at the end of the day, what's abundance without someone to share it with? There's a question here of what are you really building, Cancer? What are you really building? And this is your past position cards had me cracking up because, I don't know. Anyways, these fell out together. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. You deserve love. You are lovable. So before I even get into these cards, you need to understand. Sorry, I need to move this. You need to understand that, again, you are worthy of whatever you'd say you're worthy of. You know what I mean? You decide what you are worth. And I think in the past, you've had a hard time trusting your intuition and trusting. Oh, this incense smoke is not helping me right now. Sorry, guys. I think you've had a hard time in the past trusting what is for you and trusting what is meant for you. Because I think that you a little bit in some way didn't feel deserving, right? You need to free yourself from that idea. However, this is kind of interesting because the two cards that fell out together were the Sun and the Lovers. And then on the bottom of that was the Two of Cups, okay? So, like, I don't usually say the Lovers or the Two of Cups is a, like, divine partnership that is, like, meant to be, right? But there was some, you're either in this partnership, Cancer, or you know this person, or you passed up on this person. Like, I need you to know, right? The sun illuminates everything it touches. There's nothing negative about the sun, because at the very least, the sun is going to shed light and let everybody know what's up. So there was some type of secret. I don't think it was a bad secret or whatever. It was either like unconscious to you or subconscious or whatever. But something has been revealed to you, Cancer. In regard to, if we're not even going to call the Lovers a divine partnership, we're going to say a decision that you had to make. Again, either about two other people, or I'm feeling like some of you, you know, had to decide to get engaged, had to decide to get married, had to decide if you were going to like date this person seriously so that you could get married 5 years from now, things like that, right? It has been made clear to you that you need to trust yourself and that you deserve to have something better. And, you know, what is this something better about? It's a relationship. It's a relationship where you're truly matched and met at a soul level. Because that's more than anything what the Two of Cups talks about. It talks about being with somebody that really gets you, right? I was talking about being full, needing to expel, right? Something that fills up your cup. But I feel like Spirit revealed, you know what I mean, who this person was to you. And not all of you, but some of you had a problem accepting it. Like, let's say you've been with this person that you're with for a while. Okay, I don't care if you're married, engaged, or just dating, whatever. You've been with this person for a while, and you know you love them and whatever. And Cancer has a lot of feelings, so, you know, I understand. It's, like, confusing because you're like, how do I love so many people at once? You know, what's the deal, right? So Spirit brings this other person into your life that makes you feel some type of way. You know, it really ignites your fire, right? Really makes you feel like, wow, like, this person gets me. And like, wow, I love my boyfriend or I love my girlfriend and they make me very happy. But this person really, like, that's what I keep hearing, lights my fire, like really sparks my life. Like, because remember, Cancer is about safety. And basically what I'm feeling, Cancer, is I feel like you made the safe choice. Some of you made a safe choice. And there's nothing wrong with the choice that you made because you can do whatever you want to do because it's your life. It's your life. However, just like you had a choice on what path to follow, that other person that met you or whatever also has their own choice to make. So that's the theme of Gemini season anyway, but I'm feeling like it was revealed to you, Cancer, that you should trust your intuition on who is really for you. And I think it was contradictory to what you've been knowing or what you've been believing in, because in the present, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, with the cards Death and 8 of Pentacles. So now death obviously is transformation, and I talked about that with the Magician in the beginning, but the Death card with the 8 of Pentacles in this calling in your soulmate card feels contradictory to me in some way, because it's like some of you that are single, that you've been revealed that there is somebody out there and you just haven't found them yet, type of thing, and you realize that you need to do spiritual practice, right? You need to affirm and transform yourself, right? Death and the 8 of Pentacles. Work on transforming yourself through a spiritual practice. Boom. I think for all of you singles, that's definitely what it is. For people that are in a relationship, I think that there's some sense of fear here that if you engage deeper into your spiritual practice and allow yourself to be transformed, like that it's going to rock your world. And that I think is a little scary to you. Because to call in somebody different than who you have now, right, to bring in something different is scary because you don't know what it is. And I think that you'd rather bury yourself in work, right? King of Pentacles is your overall theme. I think you'd rather bury yourself in work than free yourself from this bind of this like low-level relationship. Because sometimes with the lovers, I mean, usually talks about someone having another option, or you being able to choose the more like human, low level, like, you know, low consciousness choice, or the higher 5-dimensional challenging choice. And I think that some of you, you know, for this, like I said, some of you will choose to do the inner work to really transform and draw in your person. And some of you are going to choose to, you know, want just an easy, you know what I mean? Like an easy relationship because it makes you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable just working and not really doing a lot. But, you know, again, we all are always going to reap what we sow, because in the future, this was Gemini's overall energy, by the way. In the future, we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. And the cards underneath that are the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. And actually, the 9 of Wands was in this position for Gemini as well. And now, past life relationship, you know, obviously, there's a high level of familiarity with anyone that you're in a past life relationship with, or anyone that you meet that is from your past life. Now, in one regard, this could be explaining to you why, even though you love your partner, you were so drawn to this other person, right? But what's interesting here, not only are these 2 9s, but these are very contradictory feelings. It's this like, oh, wow, that's what I've always wanted, right? I've always wanted that deep level of resonance with somebody. That really will fill me up, right? Again, going back, contentment, right? The 9 of Cups is about contentment, but it's a personal contentment. Notice how both of these cards are singular people. So in some regard, I almost said Gemini, Cancer, I feel like you've chosen something, right? Like you've made a choice that makes you happy, but it also makes you really on guard, because I think the choice that you've made in some way or another isolates you from somebody else. Okay? Like, either the choice that you've made, though it makes you happy now, ultimately you're making it based on a fear, right? Needing to be defensive. Or what I was telling Gemini was defensive because you feel this past life energy and you're not sure what to do with it. Or again, for those of you that resonated with this stuff over here about it getting revealed to you that this person is like your one, but it would be a challenge. You'd have to really transform your life and work on that and you work on your spirituality to have them. You make the decision to not engage in that and keep going. And in a lot of ways that makes you content, right? You feel good because it's comfortable. But at the same time, it still leaves you open to this like agitating energy. I'm just feeling like, you know, the separation card isn't here. I don't think anyone that is partnered or involved with somebody is going to leave them. You know, involved with someone like as their main person or whatever. However, I do think Cancer this month, if you're single or even if you're not single and that other person, obviously this other person became aware as well. And I think that they chose to be honest and tell you like, hey, Cancer, like I care about you, or you mean this to me, or you mean that to me. But Cancer is choosing not to engage with that person. And I think you think it's going to make you happy to do that, to stay to yourself and to stay in the safe lane. But I have a feeling that your motivation to stay, to reject that person or to turn down that like intense, passionate path that that person would take you on will make you regretful in the future. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, because you're coming to the end of something big. Again, you may have finally released. You may be about ready to release this past life relationship, but I don't think that you're quite there yet. And for those of you that haven't released it, for those of you that, you know, someone came to you and was like, yo, you're my soulmate, you're my twin flame, whatever. It doesn't even matter if they really are. Just the idea, right? You were like, oh, haha, yeah, past life. Oh, that's what I always wanted. Just kidding. And you're not even going to engage with that person. It's like you acknowledge what they're saying is true, but also don't want to do the work to make it a reality. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Ooh, interesting. Our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. Obviously, this advice will be able to apply to people without children as well. The more you see things in your child that you do not want to see, the more of that you will see. And so the behavior that you elicit from your child is more about you than it is about your child. This is actually true of all of your relationships. But since you think about your child more than you do of most others, your opinion about your child plays a greater role in its behavior. So, again, if you've been complaining, Cancer, that like this person or that person is XYZ, like that person's a liar, that person's going to hurt me, that person's going to this, that person's going to that. Everyone has... Yes, Mr. West? I'm sorry, Mr. West thinks he's an outside cat now, and I've been carrying him outside, and he's being annoying. Do you have something to say? All right. Mr. West said that y'all need to stop bitching. Please stop bitching. Because all you're going to do is bring out more of that behavior from the other person. There's a need to take responsibility for your energy and for what work, spiritual work, right? You do or do not do. Come here, you. You guys see this big fat ass? West. Tell him. Tell him. We are the creators of our own happiness. We cannot let other people dictate our lives, and we cannot be mad, right? We can't be mad about how people act if we only think about how negative they act. Like, so if there's somebody that makes you uncomfortable or whatever, or you're mad about how they've been acting, I think it's really important to pay attention to how you've been treating yourself. Look how I picked him up, started petting him, and he's shut up, okay? So, but you notice how when I was telling him, like, what do you want? Why do you keep talking? He just kept whining. So like children, right? This is my child. Like children, our lovers and the people that we care about also need attention from us. So we can't complain that people don't give us the attention we want if we also don't give them the attention they want. Okay, I feel like that's a message. Thanks, Mr. West. Thanks, baby. All right, Cancer, that's your love reading. You guys are going to be up first next month because it's your birthday month. So I will see you as soon as Cancer season kicks off with your generals. Peace.